Oh, good evening, folks. I wanted to do this video um, earlier, but I wasn't feeling that great and I ended up falling asleep. Hi, Ragad. Welcome to Straight Talkin' Fedora Chick. Welcome to Straight Talkin' Fedora Chick. Okay, for those who are new here, we are a social commentary / storytime channel. Focusing mainly on mental health issues, but not exclusively, social issues of the day. Social issues, happenings in social media land as well. If you're into that kind of thing, please consider subscribing and hit that little ringy dingy thing below so you can be notified every time I upload or go live, which these days is pretty much all I do is go live. Yeah, pretty much all I do is go live these days because I don't have a video editor that works. I see. Yes. Okay. I apologize for my red, sweaty face. I don't know why I'm like that today. It's been a weird day health-wise for me. So, anyways, yes, I'm going to be giving my reaction to the Nikocado Avocado Stephanie Soo. Stephanie Soo being emotionally manipulated by Nikocado Avocado. The title of this video is I Was Wrong About Nikocado Avocado. But before I go on, I just would like to give a little update. Not even 48 hours yet at my new Discord server. We're already 15 members strong. And the link is in the description box. I will post the link a little bit later, or if one of my mods drops by, I'll have them put a link in to the new Discord server, and please feel free to join. Just in time for Christmas for those who are struggling, which is what I wanted. It's bare bones, but it's perfectly functional, and it's on. And we have it set it up on time for Christmas for those who are struggling and who are feeling alone, because for many, like including yours truly, Christmas brings no joy. So anyways, on to the video. Yes, because any of you who have followed me for a long time, while I have found Nikocado Avocado's behavior bizarre over time, the meltdowns, the cringy mukbangs, the 10,000 calorie challenges, I never thought he was a bad guy. As a matter of fact, I often saw a vulnerability to him that was kind of appealing. And I felt bad, like many, last summer, was it? I felt bad when we learned about when Nikocado had talked about being ghosted by Trishas a few years back, but now it looks like they're friends or frenemies. I don't know. Either way, that is neither here nor there. And now we see that there is a dark side, a very dark, almost sinister side to Nikocado Avocado. Stephanie Soo uploaded a video. Stephanie Soo is a large mukbanger channel of about approximately, give or take, 1.5 million subscribers. She is out of Los Angeles, I believe. I was not familiar. I knew who she was. I knew that she was a mukbang channel, but I never really followed her because it's a younger audience and I'm not really into the mukbang scene, to be honest, unless, of course, I'm watching Chelsea Lynn's Trailer Trash Tammy's mukbangs. That's a whole other kettle of worms because that's comedy gold to me. But Stephanie Soo, as far as I knew, there was never really any drama with her. She governs herself fairly well, as far as I could tell. And yesterday she did a rather emotional video called "Why I Am Scared of Nikocado Avocado," and she explains there was supposed to be Nikocado Avocado, as we know, went to Los Angeles recently, and he did a bunch of collabs. Some with his usual, like with the Trailer Trash Tammy character from Chelsea Lynn's channel, as well as some of his other friends like Honey Eats or Honey Bee, I don't know her name, as well as, of course, Carly Steele, and Trishas. But then there was several mukbangs that were scheduled between him and Stephanie Soo, with a third party, Zach Choi ASMR. Zach Choi ASMR is the biggest channel of them all. He has an ASMR mukbang channel where he never ever talks. And even the people who collab and guest on his channel, they don't talk either. And the sounds of everything are enhanced, like dishes dragging or pans dragging on a table, things sizzling, crunching, fizzing of soft drinks. You get the idea, right? Yeah, you get the idea. So, so true to form, Zach Choi is, I guess, staying in character and has been remaining mum until today. He had posted something on Instagram about, but anyways, I will get to that shortly. So anyways, some context first. I believe Stephanie Soo and Nikocado first met through the mukbang Veronica Wang drama. In the past, Stephanie Soo had collabed with Veronica Wang, another mukbang channel who I believe got canceled a long time ago. I don't know. I don't do drama all that well. I don't do drama all that well. Probably should have brought She's a F-ucker along for the ride, right? But no, anyway, seriously, this is going to be difficult. So anyways, just a little bit of context, and I want to thank Journey to Find K for helping me for giving me the cliff notes on the past Veronica Wang mukbang drama, because it has to do with what happened between Stephanie and Nikocado Avocado when they were filming their collabs together, their most recent collabs together in Los Angeles. According to, okay, so hang on, I will tell you. Yeah. So he, yeah, hang on. Zach, to be of note, he pretty much is a guy who stays in his own lane as well and doesn't cause any drama, doesn't get involved. So, but I don't know. In my opinion, I feel he should have stood up for his friend Stephanie Soo in this, but again, I'll get to this later. So anyways, what happened was so Veronica, back to what I was saying. Yes, Veronica Wang, Veronica Wang, had been involved, had done collabs with Stephanie Soo in the past. And there was a smaller channel called Mukbang that took little short clips of mukbangs, mainly, I believe, Veronica Wang's mukbangs, and giving little comical edits to them, a few comical edits. Now, Stephanie Soo had come out saying, and she was, that she enjoyed them. She found them entertaining and amusing. But Veronica Wang had launched a false copyright claim, despite it pretty much falling under fair use, fair dealing laws, which is another complicated mess to go under. Veronica Wang would go on and she would put out another copyright strike on mukbang. And third strike, it was with mukbang and another channel, SAS ASMR. I'm telling you, I don't cover drama that well. So anyways, I don't cover drama that well. So anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much it. And so mukbang was pretty much gone. Apparently, it was found later that mukbang was a second channel belonging to a much larger mukbang channel. I'm not sure what that is. So that's the cliff notes, the context of what would be needed a bit to understand what was going on. So anyways, Nikocado Avocado apparently expected Stephanie Soo to dish out more on the Veronica Wang drama. That Nikocado Avocado, as we've seen, though, when it comes to certain drama, no matter how stale the tea is, he seems to hang on for a long time. And this Veronica Wang thing was no exception. And he wanted Stephanie Soo and he was trying to manipulate her and pressure her into talking about Veronica Wang, which Stephanie had said she was uncomfortable discussing. While she and Veronica Wang had parted ways, she harbored no ill will toward her. She had moved on and she was not comfortable discussing it. And, but he didn't leave it there. Now, the other thing of note, I'm going to be I'm going to be linking Stephanie Soo's original video in a pinned comment below once I jump off this stream, so you can all watch. She's got all the text and such, and it is a compelling video. So I do recommend that you watch it once you're done watching this stream. So she exposes basically exposes and explains emotionally, and it took her guts to see that, because you could tell she was anxious, she was frightened, she was sad, but she felt that for her, it probably the only way to take her power back, right? Yeah, the only way to take her power back. So yeah, it was the only way to take. Yeah, so it was the only way to take her power back. Hang on a second. It was. So, anyways, it was like. I see nothing on the live chat. Is there anybody waiting? Okay, I see nothing. Okay, switch to if you're those who are trying to chat, switch to live chat so you can keep up with the latest. I'm not seeing any chats coming in. Just to let you know. But so thank you. For those who are just coming in, welcome. So yeah, so like I said, I will be posting Stephanie's video below in a pinned comment once I jump off this stream. So she had, now Stephanie, for those who don't know, she had a traumatic event in her life. I believe it was a sexual assault. And as such, as a result, she doesn't really trust inviting people into her home. She doesn't she doesn't really invite too many people to her home, but she did invite Nikocado Avocado and Zach Choi to her home to film some mukbangs for all three of their channels, ostensibly. But there was another thing there where it really, really got creepy. In the 5 hours they were spending together in her home, she excused herself once to use the washroom, and was probably gone for a minute. And she had found on her security cameras in her home that Nikocado Avocado was taking pictures of her home without her authorization. I mean, who does that? No, seriously, who does that? And he had recorded some audio clips that he had no permission, no authorization from her to take either. So it was just an uncomfortable situation. And because in emotional manipulation, Nick was pretty masterful at it, she admits that she found herself second guessing. Did she miscommunicate? And she was like apologizing profusely, something I can relate well to. But she had realized, no, and I don't think she did. I don't think she did either. It was him manipulating her to keep some year-old drama with Veronica Wang alive. I don't know why. I mean, it seems that Veronica Wang was canceled a long time ago, and he's still harping on that. Just to give you an idea, it's yeah, what a sordid tale this is. So. Now, and now I feel bad myself. Like I don't really feel bad because, at the end of the day, we can only work with the information we have. I never knew there was this side of Nikocado Avocado, and there were times in comment sections on social media, I felt he was getting a bum rap on like the Trisha Paytas thing last summer. But we can only, in fact, just last weekend, when Kay from Journey to Find Kay and I were doing our live stream together, we did talk about Nikocado Avocado. And both of us felt that while he was problematic and even cringy, we both felt we didn't feel his intent was out to harm people, not like the Onisions or the RSNs or even the Rewired Souls of this world. Like basically we felt he was the only person maybe he was hurting was himself and his husband Orlin and his relationship with Orlin at most. And then Kay brought the Stephanie Soo video to my attention last night. And the same person who provided me the cliff notes of the prior Veronica Wang shukbang drama that led to where we are today. And we had both agreed on it. And I said, it's like, well, we can be wrong about certain things. Anybody can make a mistake. And the other thing is you can only work with the information you have. And of course, when information changes, when a situation changes significantly, something like this, when like Nikocado Avocado obviously exposing his dark side, he we can change our we can change our minds. So there's no use in second guessing ourselves. So all I can say is, yes, I have, because of this, I have changed my mind. I 100% stand with Stephanie Soo. I have, like many of others have said, there is no reason not to believe her. It took a lot of guts for her to do this video. She wouldn't, she has a sizable channel and a sizable following, and it is her career. So, would she risk her career for something that is not true? Okay, others have done so in the past, but not her. And I felt her pain because there's, it's something I personally can relate to, but I'm going to talk about that in an upcoming video because a similar situation happened to me recently. So, but I'm going to talk about what happened to me in another video for another time. Today is about the Stephanie Soo Nikocado Avocado thing, right? So anyways, but the thing is, so we all know that Nikocado Avocado is at fault here. Now, I was looking for some kind of reaction, and what happened was the next day, Stephanie Soo had, and it's been said, she had like multiple anxiety attacks because of what had happened the day before. She couldn't sleep. She was crying. She wasn't feeling well. And she had, as mentioned, she had several anxiety attacks. When she was able to regain her composure just enough to send a text to Nikocado Avocado and probably Sack Choi as well, because he was in the collab too, the triumvirate, if you will. She had said that she had been in and out of sleep. Her words, in and out of sleep all night. She wasn't feeling good, and she basically was canceling the other mukbangs, the other filming sessions. Now, Nikocado Avocado angrily sends her another text like, this is not acceptable, something along the lines, I don't remember offhand by heart, but something along the lines that it's not acceptable. No, I don't understand. You kept me waiting and all that. So she responds by saying, look, I was not comfortable with the situation. I've had anxiety attacks I'm not feeling well because of what happened. You made me uncomfortable, basically. Like I said, I'm paraphrasing and going by memory here because I don't have the I don't have the receipts on hand, but there are receipts in plenty of other reaction videos, those texts, and Stephanie has that text in her original video too. So they can be found, but something along the lines. So he was like, Nikocado Avocado got all angry in the text, and she apologized profusely again, saying like she didn't mean to waste so-and-so's time and all that stuff. I see quite a few are in the chat, but watching. But if you're typing in the chat, I'm not seeing the chats. I think I may have a malfunction with the chats again. Just letting you know. But thank you for coming in and watching. I really appreciate you. So anyways, back to what I was saying. So it's like this is like, talk about gross. But to add insult to injury further, Nikocado Avocado is off at some nightclub having some drinks with some other mukbang friends of his. One is called Tian or Thian. I'm sure I'm going to be butchering their names, and I apologize. I apologize for that. Tian or Thian, and the other one being Honey Eats or Honey Bee. Yeah. And because he collabs with them too. So they were laughing and giggling and yucking it up on Instagram, in an Instagram story, like the in and out of sleep. And they turned it into a meme, they basically turned it into a meme, clearly designed to, thank you, Nicole. Glad to see you. I was worried my chat was not working. I was totally worried my chat was not working. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. So to add insult to injury, so because of Stephanie Soo's text that she had been in and out of sleep because of all the anxiety attacks she'd been having, and she wasn't feeling good because of what he had done in her home the day before. um, what he had done to her in the day before. Like, he turned it into a meme, adding insult to injury, you know, with him and his friends Tia and Honeybee. Now, one would have to have been in a cave, and YouTube mukbangers like those two, you'd have one to have, it would have to have been in a cave to not have at least heard of Stephanie Soo's video or gotten a Cliff Notes versions from one of the commentary channels, at the very least, if they didn't watch her full original video. Yeah, I don't like him anymore either, Nicole. I was just saying how wrong I was, talking about basically how wrong I was before. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I was, yeah, I hear you. So anyways, only, you know, so I thought that was disgusting. Like, this is online bullying. It's bullying, period. So you're going to kick this girl, you know, you caused this girl you cause this girl a lot of pain and a lot of anxiety, and you're going to add insult to injury by cyberbullying. Like, how gross is that? How totally gross is that? Minimizing the situation. Now, I had been looking, I had heard, was there any reaction videos besides that from Nikocado? Except because he had alluded on Instagram, apparently he was going to do an expose video a couple of days ago on Instagram. And then there was a video I found in my recommended. Oddly, it was on Orlin's channel. I think about a 15-minute video. It was on Orlin's channel, of all things, not on any of his 3 channels. And it was clickbait. Okay, he said he was going to expose a YouTuber, but he really didn't. He didn't talk about it or address the situation or address anything really that happened. He just sat there eating, not saying much, you know, acting very, very cagey. So that was strange. So the title was something along the lines like, I'm going to expose. You watched the whole Stephanie's whole video, Nicole? Yeah, so did I. My heart goes out to her. And you know what? She was very brave to come out like that, you know. She's very brave to come out like that to her followers and to the public, you know, especially her. She has a sizable channel, as you know, so, you know, with a sizable following. Yeah, my heart does go out to Stephanie Soo, indeed. So anyways, so when I was watching that video, so it was obviously clickbait. Now, clickbait is nothing new to Nikocado Avocado, you know, clickbaity, cringy looking thumbnails and clickbaity titles, but you know, people, and you can see in the comment section, people were disappointed that he didn't talk about who he's exposing, although people were, you know, in the comment section were alluding to, oh, Stephanie Soo. He didn't mention her once or anything like that. And then you look at a pinned comment under that video, there's a link. It just simply says her. And then a link which heads him back to his channel to a video about attending Trisha Paytas's Christmas party and how he had but there was nothing exposing. He talked about having a marvelous time and hobnobbing with the who's who OGs of YouTube like Shane Dawson and such, and finding Trisha Paytas's mom a kick, but pretending that he and Trisha Paytas are still friends, right? So there was nothing again, except once again, you can see that the lack of awareness. He did the in and out stupid little song in that video. That's the video, the video like where he talks about attending Trisha Paytas's Christmas party. And he's like talking about the ridiculous in and out song again. And it's like, he's so self-unaware. Now, surely on Instagram, on Twitter, I can't say for Twitter because Nikocado's tweets are privated. One has to ask a request to follow him to have access to his tweets, which I never have, and nor will I ever. So I don't know what he tweets, but and Instagram, I haven't been really paying much attention to Instagram lately. So bits and pieces I get, from hearsay. So there was no response from Nikocado Avocado, except there was something I found in a tweet that apparently he had just gotten off the plane. There was delay in his plane, all that lovely stuff. And he said he was going to do the video, or he was going to respond to it. Now, if he's going to do one of his weird expose videos where he's cackling over a pot of tea, I hope not, because already this is a bad luck. This is a bad look for you. So if he comes out again mimicking the song or his usual, his usual thing where he cackles over a pot of tea, literally. But he claims he's going to address it tomorrow. We'll be looking out for it. Not that I'm going to really believe it, but sometimes, to know evil, to defend yourself against it, or to defend others against it, sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and watch, But, the other thing that people haven't really spoken about all this is Zach Choi of Zach Choi ASMR. It appears that he remains in character, not speaking and silent. He hadn't really spoke about it. And the time when he was at the house with Stephanie Soo, and you can see in video clips, because there have been clips of the actual mukbang, and she appears uncomfortable, and toward the end you can see she's holding back tears. Why didn't Zach Choi come to her rescue? He claims she's his friend. She has collabed with him in the past. Why didn't he help her? Why didn't he stick up for her? Why did he not come out? Apparently, he came out with another message on Instagram. I believe it was in his Instagram stories, saying that all this conversation happened the day before he joined the collabs or something along those lines. And he said that, he was basically saying he really didn't want to be involved, and he felt it was not his place to be involved because supposedly this all happened before he arrived on scene or whatever. I don't care. Zach, you're having all this gang, this triumvirate on your channel as well. You have a sizable channel with a lot of followers. I don't think this is a good look on you, Zach Choi. I really don't. I wish he would have said something, because he really came off as wishy-washy to me. It came off as wishy-washy. So, it just doesn't hold water for me, okay? You can remain silent and nonverbal if you want, but, give something, a better text message in your story or in your Instagram story or Twitter or whatever, or a video with text, with rolling, I don't know. But this was I felt it was wishy-washy. I really, really did. And I thought that was disappointing. Again, Zach Choi is a channel I hadn't been familiar with up until a recent point. Again, he attracts a younger audience. But to me, this doesn't cut it, it doesn't cut it, even if he was not involved up until, But yeah, he should have defended his friend. He claims she's his friend. He should have defended her. This is what friends do. This is what good people do. So where was he in all this? So will Zach Choi be doing a video about it on his channel? Highly unlikely. Like I said, partly because he doesn't talk. It's all ASMR. It's all enhanced sounds. And I think the Instagram post that I just mentioned, I think is the only thing. It's the only thing we are going to see. It's the only thing it's the only thing we're going to see out of him. If there is something else out, I'll take a look. But so far, I don't think it's a good look for you. And this is disappointing to me. This is extremely disappointing. And as for you, Nikocado, I will watch it. Whatever video, drivel or cringe that comes out, I will watch it. But I mean, there isn't much he can do at this point. It sounds like if there was ever a time for Nikocado Avocado to be canceled, I think this would be it. Like right now, what happened with Stephanie, I think this would be it, and rightfully so. He should be canceled. But then again, hey, Real Stream News and Onision still have platforms, and I think they're both still monetized even. So then again, never can tell. It's just disappointing all around. It's just disappointing all around. But okay, YouTube might leave him his platform. But the point is, what I mean is, let it on all three of his channels. Well, really two, because Nikocado Avocado 2, he hasn't posted anything in about 3 months. So his main channel and Nikocado Avocado 3 Yeah, and Nikocado Avocado 3. Those can't. Yeah. So I think. I think he's going to be dropping subs. He's going to be dropping subs in short order already, and I don't think at this point I mean, yeah, he should do a response of some kind. I think the only appropriate response for him to do is an apology, like a sincere, heartfelt apology video with no clickbaity thumbnails or no clickbait titles. Give up the whole "I'm going to expose you" thing, because there's nothing to expose. If anything, he was exposed, and rightfully so. You know, like I said, I feel like my heart goes out to Stephanie. I felt like I can really empathize with her. I really can empathize with her. And all I can say at this point from my little corner in Canada, I hope that Stephanie has the necessary supports, good friends, family maybe, or whoever she trusts, that she finds people she trusts to help her through this time. I really hope for her. She said, she comes off, she seems like a nice girl, and she seems like a nice girl, really. So I honestly hope that she finds some support and some help to get through this difficult time. Hey, Kay, that's okay. That's okay. Trisha Paytas put out a video, and yeah. Kay, did Trisha talk about did she put her 2 cents in with the Stephanie and Nikocado situation? Because if I'm not mistaken, Trisha and Stephanie have also collabed in the past together, right? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Okay, I thought so. So she put out a video about the situation. I'll have to either I'll have to find the cliff notes, because honestly, okay, I shouldn't sound so flippant in such a serious video, but there's no other way to put this. But honestly, listening to Trisha Paytas' voice is like listening to cats scratching a blackboard, and it gives me a migraine. But anyways, okay, thanks for letting me know, Kay. Yes, I just thanked you earlier, Kay, for you giving me a hand and leading me to the story. I gave you a hand. Kay, Journey to Find Kay, like I said, she collabed with me last weekend, and we talked a little bit about Nikocado Avocado. And so anyways, you'll have to catch the whole stream to get the rest of it. I will link our collab, mine and Kay's collab, in a pinned comment below, along with Stephanie Soo's original video. Yeah, along with Stephanie Soo's original video, which I think you all should watch. Okay, it really is. It couldn't have been easy for, it's obvious if this was probably one of the hardest things it is to do. She appears frightened because Nikocado Avocado has friends. He has his die-hard stands. I guess even the worst of people have their die-hard stands. And that is what's frightening. It's almost like I wouldn't say he's a cult leader, because he's not strong enough. He's like, he doesn't have that. I can't find the word. This is a time where I'm looking for my words again, right? I don't know. But anyways, sorry, this is a moment I'm going through word loss, one of many. Hang on. Okay, it was hard for me to watch Trisha, because for a second she said she was right about Nick, but then turned around and stated she didn't really believe Stephanie. Oh my God. In other words, she's trolling again. Okay. Trisha's trolling again. Okay. Yeah, what else is new? Well, there are women who surprisingly do not stick with the sisterhood on very much of anything these days. Yeah, exactly, Kay. Exactly. Yeah, so anyways, for those joining in, I am having trouble seeing the chat, and it's I don't know, I'm getting a delay with the chat here on StreamYard. Please switch from top chat to live chat if you want up to the moment on the chats. Yeah, but back to you, Kay. Yeah, exactly. This is typical. I think she's trolling again. So she doesn't really believe Stephanie, but she felt she was right about ghosting Nikocado Avocado in the first place over the summer. Yeah, and and I think you and I talked about that earlier, or yesterday or something, that maybe she was onto something when Trisha was onto something when she ghosted Nick. Yeah. Yeah, maybe she was onto something, but yeah, I think Trisha is just trying to get, I think she's trolling again. She's trying to get views and she's trying to be dramatic. Vintage Trisha, another OG of YouTube mukbangs. I don't expect anything less from her. It's sad, but I really don't expect anything less of her. But anyways, this is neither here nor there. I put my 2 cents in, but it's neither here nor there. Thanks, Kay, for watching her, so I don't have to. Yes. So, yeah, but back to what I was saying. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. So, Kay, Hey, Kay, I was wondering, I'm not sure if Nicole, I don't seem to have a mod. Real Talk Recovery was here earlier. Nicole was here earlier. Would you like to be a mod on my channel, Kay? Just answer with a yes or a no. And if you're interested, I will arm you with a blue wrench. Yeah? Cool. Okay, just give me a second, okay? Hang on. Yeah, hang on. Okay. Okay. Do you see a blue wrench next to your name, Kay? All right, hang on. Okay. All right, Kay, I'll explain it to you. If you find any trolls, anybody who puts stupid comments, you go next to their name and in the 3 dots and you get a choice. You click on the 3 dots and you have a choice to put them in timeout or delete their comment. Okay, that's basically what you do. You're armed and dangerous and you're on troll patrol, basically. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, do you see your blue wrench, Kay? Do you have a blue wrench at your name? If you can just signal me yes or no. Okay, so where was I? Yes. So yeah, vintage. Good God, I don't know, is it the Los Angeles scene or is it just? But anyways, yeah, no, definitely, and I think we should be standing up for Stephanie Soo. I think we all should be. Because like I said, we're coming at a time to stop. We cannot. And then there was someone brought to the attention, and Stephanie mentioned in her video, there was something that flew under my radar that I think bears mentioning in a big way, because apparently Nikocado, some time ago, he had made fun of or belittled the Me Too, the hashtag Me Too movement, because apparently he didn't have a great time with some potential interlude. I don't know. But apparently he did, and I actually did hear the clip. I actually had seen a clip yesterday or late last night where he was making fun of the Me Too moment, the Me Too movement, So, so here we go. So here we are. So, he's really showing a misogynistic side to him. He's starting to show a misogynistic side. A side that I don't like, and I've noticed this is particularly with women. It's particularly with women, other female YouTubers that he may or may not have collabed with or had some kind of clash with. It seems to be always like that. I don't know, because from the information I've been compiling, I had been doing some of my own research to do this stream tonight, right? And so, anyways. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm still disturbed by the fact that Zach Choi, he gave a really milquetoast response on Instagram, a text response on Instagram. I felt it was wishy, I still think it's really wishy-washy. And that has angered me. He claims she's his friend, but he didn't stand up for her. Even if it didn't happen when he was in the room, he didn't stand up for her because, like I said, we have seen the video clips floating around near the end where you see Stephanie clearly looks uncomfortable. And she's even near tears. She's on the brink of tears at times. So I don't see how Zach Choi could remain silent. Somebody had said, suggested, I think I saw it somewhere. In this case, silence is not golden, okay? Silence is most definitely not golden. Oh, that's okay. All right, that's okay. Okay, Kay, do you see your do you see your name with a blue wrench? Is it written in blue with a nice little blue wrench next to it? Just let me know if I did it correctly. Thank you. So, so that's so yeah, and like I said, I'm not going to apologize for having, in the past, having pity on him in the past, because I did. I'm not going to apologize. I made a mistake, but then again, I can't kick myself. We can't kick ourselves for it because we can only work with the information we have at any given time, right? New information comes up, things change at that moment. So we can, okay, great. Thank you, Kay. Thank you. Fabulous. We cannot kick ourselves for it. But right now, what we can do is, like I said, I think, the internet can be a toxic place. We know that, but we don't have to make it worse. We don't have to make it worse. Part of my raison d'etre for my channel is to try to make it a better place in my own small corner of the world with a small community at a time, and I think we can all do better. And, like when we see things like, not only not apologizing or responding right away, following Stephanie Soo's video, but compounding the situation not once but twice by doing that silly meme, that in and out of sleep meme, and sorry for those, the two who participated with him on that, TN or whatever. Sorry, like I said, I'm going to butcher these names. And Honey Eats, this is not a good look for you, dear. This is not a good look for you. No. So once again, women can betray, women can and do betray the sisterhood, right? And we have seen misogynistic women in the past, I guess. I'm not saying Honeybee is a misogynistic woman. I'm just saying I really think she should have known better than to participate in this. I think she really should have known better. I don't know if maybe the girl's own channel is dying and she's trying to get attention in her own right. I don't know. But it doesn't really matter. We can speculate why, Yeah, thank you, Kay. Yes, give it a thumbs up if you like it. Yes, thank you. Yes, and as mentioned on the top of the video, for those just joining in, I did start a Discord server a couple of nights ago. We are now 15 members strong already, 48 hours in, so that is awesome. For those of you who wish to join my Discord server, the link is in the description box of this video. I will put it in the chat in just a second. Yeah, you're right. Oh, thank you, Kay, for putting up my PayPal link. Thank you so much for putting up my PayPal link. For those of you who wish to support the channel, the PayPal, Kay just kindly put the PayPal link in the chat, and it's also in the description box. Don't feel pressured. I will always provide content free of charge. I enjoy doing it. Whatever donations I receive will be going into this channel, and the first thing that's going toward is a new video recorder. Yes. Hi, Mariah. Welcome to Straight Talkin' Fedora Chick. Great to see you. I believe it's your first time here. Okay, great to see you. Okay. So yeah, yes. So anyways, I'm going to get the link to the Discord server if anybody is interested in joining. We've got a nice little a great start to our little community. And I'm going to put it in the chat now. Okay. Okay. So I hope to see you there. I hope to see some new faces. So yeah, anyways, back to the conversation at hand. All of you viewing out there, viewing audience, if you have any comments or anything to add about the Stephanie Soo, you know, I think it's a given that most of us do believe her and we do empathize with her, and most of us will stand by her. And I think it's a given. We all know that Nikocado is beyond cringy, but it's downright dark and sinister at this point. And the very fact that I don't know if he really lacks insight, or is it just that he doesn't care? Because like I said, he didn't sing the silly in and outs of sleep song once, but he did it twice. Like I said, he did the first time with Honey Eats and Tien on Instagram, and the second time he did it in his video where he talks about being at Trisha Paytas's Christmas party. So it's obvious he's not getting. So is he? What do you think? What say you all? Is he? Do you think like he's always been this dark and sinister? Is this a new thing? Do you think? What do you think? And also, do you think Zach should have had a better response? Do you think Zach Choi should have had a better response? That he should have defended Stephanie, a woman who he claims to call his friend, a young woman that he collabs with himself on his and her mukbang channels. So let your opinion be known in the live chat. I honestly think it's been this way, no type of remorse at all. Yeah, there's obviously no remorse. Like, it's going to be interesting. What kind of video is he going to come out with tomorrow? He claims he's coming out with a Nikocado, that is. He's coming out with a video tomorrow. Like, I don't know. Is he going to be that dumb to put up a so-called exposed video? Or is it going to be more subdued? Somehow, I don't believe it's going to be an apology video. I don't think he's going to own up, because it would have happened by now. I don't care if he had a delay in his change of airplanes or whatever coming home. I don't care. He's obviously, you know, he's on his phone or his tablet, you know, on the airplane. I think so. Hang on. Zach, I feel, should have said something, but was more worried about his brand. Yeah, I would agree with you, Kay. And still, I don't think, you know, Zach's brand is made. Okay. Zach's brand is made. He has 4.5 million subscribers. Okay. His videos all yield over 1 million views each. Okay. All his videos, they yield over 1 million. His brand is made. And I think it's still not a good look for him or his brand that he is not, that like with this wishy-washy Instagram story or Instagram post. You know what I mean? He really thinks he's the victim. It really is. He plays off that quiet thing like crazy. Yeah, Zach Choi, yeah, he's remaining true to character. Silent. You know, even his merch, the t-shirts all say silence. I mean, you know, like I said, and I've seen it. It didn't come from me. I saw it from social media. Silence is not golden here, you know. Yes, it's not like that song from the 60s from the Tremolos, okay? It's not like that 1965 song. Silence is not golden in this case. Yeah, I understand, you know, I get, but his brand is already made, like I said, at 4.5 million subscribers. His videos still yield over 1 million views each. This guy has made his money. He's making money still. And I think it would have been much better for his brand, especially, you know, I think it would have been much better for his brand if he took a bigger stance, if he took a bigger stand and protected his friend, you know, protected Stephanie. Do you know what I mean? This just shows us who they really are. Yeah, absolutely, Kay. I agree with you there. Absolutely. It shows, you know, both of them are showing their true colors, you know, because that's the thing I've noticed. A lot of the reaction videos, you know, it's like, yes, we know Nikocado Avocado, what he did was hideous, to say the least. We know that in the aftermath, like with his Instagram with Tien and Honeybee, or Honey Eats, whatever she's called, was disgraceful. And then doubling down further in a video he did on his channel about Trisha Paytas's Christmas party. But, you know, that was the thing I was wondering. What about Zach Choi? Where is Zach Choi in all of this, you know? And I'm sorry, you know, like he says, oh, well, I didn't want to be involved in something. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. And if anything, this kind of radio silence, I don't think is a good look for his brand, honestly. You know, I don't think it's a good look for his brand either. I think he would have been better off to take a stand, you know, protect his friend, you know. Hi, Just Meg. Meg, it's great to see you. Thank you. For those who don't know, yeah, Meg and I have met on Hedda's Havens live streams in the past. Yeah, Hedda, for those who don't know, I told Kay about it. I don't know if you tuned in, Kay. Hedda, just a side note, complete side note, Hedda broke a record, okay? She probably broke a world record, not for longest live stream, but she read a whole Charles Dickens novel, A Christmas Carol, a Charles Dickens novel from cover to cover in 6 hours. Usually the average time it takes 6 days to read a Dickens novel. So we've got to give Hedda mad props for this. Everybody who hasn't already, who is not familiar, go check out Hedda's Haven. She does a lot of reading of stories. Sometimes she modifies them, to reflect the mood or the social issues of the day. She talks about all kinds of subjects, and she's just a kind lady who has her own challenges, and yet she still wants to help and comfort others, you know? So check her out. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it was epic, wasn't it, Meg? It was lovely, and it's lovely to see you too, always. It's always lovely to see you. Kay, I think he should have said something sooner. Yeah, you're Zach, with Zach, yes, I agree. Because apparently Zach only posted that milk toast, whatever you want to call it. Reginald Squirrel. Squirrel, were you there too? Wow. Squirrel, great to see you. Okay. Great to see you, Squirrel. Yeah, she is. She is the salt of the earth. Yeah. So back to what I was saying. So Kay has been good enough to leave comments. Feel free in the chat. So what do you think? Do you think Zach Choi could have done better? Do you think he should have done more to protect Stephanie, to intervene? Okay, because clearly when he said it happened before the scenes, no, because if one sees the clips floating around, it shows that Stephanie is clearly uncomfortable and at some points is on the brink of tears. Do you think Zach should have done more? I'm not saying Zach is just as guilty, but I'm saying, what I'm asking is, should he have done, what do you think? I think he should have done more. I think that milk toast message on Instagram, was milk toast. What do you think? What say you? Oh, you're not familiar with the situation. Okay. Meg, just to let you know, okay, I will, as always, I will leave the live stream up I always leave my live streams up for those who jump in late or who had to leave early or missed it. But I'll give you a recap. It's basically, you've heard of Nikocado Avocado and the mukbanger. Okay. Well, it turned out he was involved. Yeah, exactly. Okay. He emotionally manipulated a vulnerable young woman, another mukbang YouTuber by the name of Stephanie Soo. And she came out with her own video. I'm going to have Stephanie's original video in a pinned comment below when I jump off this stream. Okay. So I highly recommend that you watch her video, because that took courage. That really took courage to do. Already with a girl, who, was open about having trust issues because of a traumatic past, tries to trust a little bit, and it backfiring. Well, that would be putting it mildly, but not only did he violate her trust by emotionally manipulating her in order to bring back some old drama that everybody else has forgotten, but not him. But when she was in the restroom for a minute or two in her home, Nikocado proceeded to take pictures of her house, the inside of her house. And he recorded audio clips, all this without her authorization. So Talk about creepy. Yeah. You're talking about Zach Choi, Squirrel. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he is very manipulative, Meg. He is very manipulative. Anyways, like I said, to add, yeah, Anyways, I'm not going to rehash the whole story that I did, but like I said, Meg, I'm leaving the stream up. I will be linking to Stephanie's video, so you can get caught up if you need. But yeah, I think, but Squirrel, back to you, Squirrel. Yeah, I think Zach should have done more too. Exactly. Anybody else have an opinion? Feel free. Feel free to drop an opinion in the live chat. I think I've said my piece and given my opinion, and I've given enough of the backstory and then synopsis. So this is where I'm going to turn it over to you in the chat. This is where I'm going to turn it over to you in the chat. Very manipulative. He even posted a video like, woe is me, they are trying to take me down. Yeah, you're right, Kay. And you know how often he does this? I mean, even long before the Stephanie Soo thing, how often do we see this? Like videos like, oh, Orlin is leaving me, my husband is leaving me, we're breaking up. It's always this clickbait, it's always this clickbait, which is bad enough, it's cringeworthy. But back in the day, at the time before the information we have now about what happened with Stephanie Soo, Kay and I alluded to this last weekend in the live stream. It's like, yeah, he's problematic, he's cringy, but he's probably only hurting himself in his relationship. But we know differently now. We know differently, and we have Kay and I obviously have both changed our minds. And yes, like I said, I will also post a link to Kay's and my collab, because we talked about all kinds of things. We even did a retro react and a lot of fun stuff. So I really think you should watch. It was a fun live stream that we did a week ago. So I will link to that as well in a pinned comment when I jump off the stream. Yes. If you see something, if you see something, say something. If Zach saw it was wrong, he should have acted on it. Yes, exactly, Meg. Exactly. And yes, if he wanted to remain in character, being nonverbal, there were ways to do that. There were ways to take action too without talking. Put up a stronger message on Instagram or on Twitter. Do a video with text on it, Communicate in sign language. I don't know. But, he really should have taken it. There were a number of ways he could have taken action. I'm sorry, protecting his brand, which I believe is firmly ensconced. It is firmly ensconced here. Yeah, I get the whole wanting to avoid drama or doing all to avoid drama, staying in your own lane. But this is beyond drama. This is about his friend, a woman who he calls a friend of his. He basically is letting her hang to dry. In my opinion, he's leaving her out to dry, her out to dry. That's my opinion. And that to me is, I'm not going to say just as bad as Nikocado's actions, but I'm going to say it's pretty bad. And I'm going to say it's not a good look for him or his brand. That's what I'm going to say about that. Yeah, he slacked. Yeah. Yeah, American Sign Language comes in handy. Yeah, exactly. No, you're absolutely right. Who needs enemies with friends like that? Good point, Meg. Excellent point. Excellent point. Indeed. So, ever since I saw the video, I had strong opinions. I had to do more research. I had meant to do this stream this afternoon, but as it turned out, I wasn't feeling great at all. So that's why I'm, as they say, better late than never, right? Okay. So I'm doing this but I did want to react, and I did want to talk about this. It is a subject that hits home for me. It hits home for me. So I really do empathize and feel for Stephanie. And I honestly hope she has better friends than Zach Choi to support her, to stand up for her. I honestly hope she does. Hi, Amy. Great to see you. Hey, everyone. I'm listening as I'm getting ready for bed, but I wanted to say hey at least once. So thank you, Amy, for stopping by. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, Amy. Great to see you. So anyways, Yeah. So, and I think I mentioned that Nikocado Avocado also made fun of the Me Too movement, which does not, uh-huh, which is not a good thing either. You know, well, more than not a good thing. It's kind of hideous. Simply because he couldn't have what he wanted from, I don't know, some partner or something, somebody who was not Orlin, somebody who was not Orlin. But you know, I think Nikocado Avocado is truly showing himself to be a misogynist. I also noticed that Chelsea Lynn, aka she's the trailer, does the trailer trash Tammy skits. She has collabed in her character of Trailer Trash Tammy with Nikocado Avocado. Apparently, yesterday she had gotten some backlash on Twitter, and she is distancing herself. She's made it clear she's distancing herself and doesn't want. Yeah, she is distancing herself. I don't think she's going to be doing another collab with Nikocado Avocado anytime soon. Somehow, yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, like I said, I honestly hope Stephanie Soo has much better friends than Zach Choi or even Trisha Paytas, especially after what you just reported to me, Kay, that she said she didn't, you know, Trisha Paytas, typical trolling fashion. Yep. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, like I said, I pretty much said my piece on that. Yeah. So, okay. So anyways, so I'd like to turn the discussion over to you, out in the chat, you know. The live stream is just as much for you. It's just as much for you to interact and to discuss and express an opinion, just as much as it is for me to get on my soapbox. Okay. Yes. So does anybody have anything else to add on the subject? Hang on a second. Trisha is like Onision when it comes to blurring the lines of reality. As much as I dislike, even despise Trisha Paytas, I'm not going to go so far as to compare her to Onision, because Onision is really beyond the pale here. Onision is really beyond the pale. In fact, I would say Onision is even worse than Nikocado Avocado. Between Onision and Real Stream News, I don't think it gets much worse. You know, we're talking about, you know, Onision has been grooming underage girls. Onision's grooming underage girls. Real Stream News was allegedly, and I got to say allegedly, so we avoid being sued, right? Real Stream News allegedly raped a girl, and he was involved in a phone spoofing scam, which Lola Bohemia talked about, and she uncovered a while back. Yeah. So yeah, I as much as I despise Trisha Paytas, I'm not going to put her up there with those Onision. She's just a troll. Yeah, I honestly can't stand Trisha, but part of me is looking at all this. Part of me is looking at all this like, did we force her to deal with someone like Nick? That's a good point, Kay. That's a good point, because, you know, when you're a public figure like that, and at the point you become a big YouTuber, you're expected to conform more or less to what your audience wants. I think it's a balance, basically. Yes, you have to cater to your audience. You have to cater to your regular subscribers and your viewers. But at the same time, I think you have to establish a boundary. So I'm not going to feel too, personally, myself, I'm not going to feel too guilty about it. All she, you know, because essentially all she had to do, instead of her doubling down and such, like, she did videos being evasive and doubling down. I think she could have done something like, look, I have my reasons to not, you know, she didn't have to go into too much detail. She could say, like, I have a bad feeling about him or something. I don't feel I can trust him alone in my home, or something along those lines. And I think You know, while she is a troll and most people don't believe her anyway, but still, I think that would have garnered a little more sympathy. You know what I mean? You know, Kay, they say hindsight is 2020. You know, hindsight is 2020, and I don't think we should really blame ourselves. But you do raise a good point. Kay, she is better than him. True, CK. They're all a bit dodgy in their own ways. Absolutely right, Meg. Absolutely right. But yeah, you know, that could be a video for another time, Kay. Did we, John Q Public, the YouTube world, did we push Trisha and Nick together? I don't know. But I don't know. At the end of the day, I think, you know, Trisha has a large enough brand. Could she have handled things differently? Absolutely. I think she should have, but this is vintage Trisha we're talking about, you know. I'm not going to, you know, like I said, we could only work with the information we had at the time. Huh? Remember last summer, Nikocado appeared to have some ironclad receipts, you know, that he produced in his original video. He appeared to have ironclad receipts. But, you know, and there was no reason to not believe him, and that this was something he came out with 2 years after the fact of being ghosted. You know, so like I said, you know, it's like what I said earlier in this video, we can only work with what we have, right? Sorry, I'm doing ASMR with a strong ginger ale. Okay. So yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't. Is it worth this? Yeah, but it is a thought-provoking question, Kay. It is a good question, and I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to that. I'm just expressing my opinion. If you have a different opinion, by all means, while I'm still here on the stream, by all means, express yourself in the live chat. Or if you prefer, once I jump off the stream, you can express yourself in my comment. I invite you to express yourself in my comment section with your opinion on that subject. So yeah, that's the question. That is an excellent question. Okay. Kay, Meg, he did. Yeah, exactly, Kay, he did. Meg, I always got an off vibe from him and didn't know why. Yeah, some of us do get these vibes about people, you know. Some of us do get these vibes. And I think, Meg, I think you're seeing why. But like I said, Meg, if you really want to know more, like I said, I invite you to watch the stream from the beginning when I jump off. I'm leaving it up. And I invite you to watch, and I recommend that you watch Stephanie's video, which again, it will be in a pinned comment. It will be linked in a pinned comment below for everybody's perusal. There are also other reaction channels, like I said, commentary channels that have sort of a Cliff Notes version of what happened, a Cliff Notes version, if you will. Yeah. So, yeah, feel free. There are no right or wrong answers here. Feel free to do. What does anybody else out there think? Do you think that maybe we, John Q Public, the viewership, sort of pushed Trisha into agreeing to having a mukbang with Nikocado Avocado? I don't know. But we also got to keep in mind that they did other collabs afterwards, right? The chemistry isn't there. And I've noticed that the chemistry wasn't there between Trisha and Nick in those mukbangs. She did invite him to her Christmas party, and it sounds like pretty much an exclusive gang, invites only, you know, to her Christmas party. That's the other thing we got to keep in mind, you know. I mean, she really didn't have to invite him to her Christmas party at all, and it wouldn't have affected her brand or anything like that, or her, no worse than it already is. But does anybody think that John Q Public, we pushed Trisha into doing a collab with Nikocado? You know, personally, I don't think we're to blame. No. Yeah. Okay. So okay. So if there is, I don't have anything more to add really. Okay. It really showed that a lot of those bigger YouTubers are mainly about networking and getting bigger. It's hard to not feel like it's all fake. Absolutely right, Kay. I have had that feeling too for some time. It's like, it's hard to discern what's real and what's not anymore, especially with this gang. I mean, Nikocado Avocado, as we know, he got pretty big in recent years, and the way that he got big was just off to me. You don't have, I mean, let's keep in mind when he started his YouTube career, he started off as a vegan, okay, and it was a vegan channel for a vegan audience, for a vegan community. A vegan community, the same vegan community that I myself as a vegan do follow. And and apparently at that time his channel was starting to flounder right around the time before he started crying on camera. I guess the first of a series of his meltdowns to come, of him saying, "I'm no longer vegan. I'm not a vegan anymore. I am not a vegan YouTuber anymore." And then when he started to the other extreme with the 10,000 calorie challenges, like, and the eggs and the noodles and the 10,000 and all the food that he wastes. You can imagine all the food he wastes. You can feed a third world village with that, I'm sure. You can feed a third world village with all that food that he wastes. And Trishas says, it's seemingly disingenuous, SUS at the least. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is, so he claimed he stopped being vegan for health reasons, which I don't believe. I think he did it just to get more views on his channel, pure and simple. He went to this extreme. He saw that the big junk food mukbangers, that's where the money was at. That's where the viewership and the subscribers were at, and that's what he did. I think he sold himself. Yeah. Yes, he does. You find Kay, his nutrition info is so, it's like, what the hell are you reading from, dude? What the hell are you reading from? Sean Baker, the disgraced doctor who lost his license from New Mexico. Sparage, Frank Tufano, any of the, Elise Parker. No, Elise Parker started her cringy business later. But yeah, it is the money bag. It is. Kay, you're right. It's definitely, Yeah, he does. ALR's foot, Amberlin's, I can't say the full name because apparently we're not allowed to say that even anymore on YouTube. We can't say her full name on YouTube anymore. Go figure. Like I said, whoever writes up a new dictionary of words that are acceptable for YouTube is going to make a lot of coin. It's going to make a lot of coin. I just wish I had the energy and the creativity to do it, but I don't. But yeah. But yeah, he does. No, Meg, Kay is absolutely right. Meg, trust me, Kay is absolutely right on that score. Yeah, because Kay started off her channel also talking about weight loss and nutrition. And so she has she has a bit of knowledge on that too. So yeah. Yeah, that's what he did, that's exactly what he did. Made a whole video shaming people who were mad at him for basically glorifying her diet that she told him she eats. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened. I remember that too. Yeah, he did a series of eating like Trisha Paytas, eating like Amberlin. Gee, I hope this doesn't get me in trouble. Okay. Eating like Amberlin, eating like Trisha Paytas, eating like, I don't know, insert any other big YouTube mukbanger. But yeah, he obviously saw that's where the money was at, these big big junk food mukbangs. That's where the viewers were at. And that's what he did. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It was during that series. It was during that series. He too pushes nutrition information. And I had studied nutrition over the years. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not working toward a degree, that I have to say. But I studied nutrition because my ex of 9, who I lived with for 9 years, is a type 2 diabetic. Is a type 2 diabetic, and my father, and diabetes runs in my family, on both sides of my family. And even my father required special care, and plus my own health situation, where I started gaining weight inexplicably after I hit my 40s. Yeah. So yeah, and and the stuff that I don't know where he was getting it out of a Cracker Jack box, out of a Taco Bell taco. I don't know. I don't know. It was crazy because he knew her name will get clicks. So he's friends with her and then did that series. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Oh, thank you, Meg. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely right. But this is the last straw. As for Nikocado Avocado, for me, that's the last straw. He is never, ever getting my support ever again. I am never going to come out either in a video or in private defending him ever again. And even if my memory, one day when my memory completely fails me, well, he's never going to get my support again. And except, will I watch that video of his tomorrow? I'm going to see if other people's do a react to his video, to whatever video he puts out tomorrow. Probably watch one of the reaction, give them the view instead. But yeah, no support for Nikocado Avocado. I think he deserves to be canceled. Yeah, done. Yeah, exactly. Done. Finito. You know? Play. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, finito for me. And I honestly hope he gets canceled. You know, yes, some can argue, you know, they don't like cancel culture, but some people absolutely deserve to be freaking canceled. And he is one of them. Stephanie Soo, like I said, I really hope she has better friends than Zach Choi as some ASMR out there. Because he's not, I mean, I was never a subscriber to Zach Choi ASMR, but I'm not going to be watching him either because I felt he was useless, honestly. Tiny violins all around. You know, that's ironic, Meg, you know that's ironic because Nikocado Avocado, if I'm going to say one thing positive about him in this video, is that he's actually quite a talented violin player. He used to play the violin on his channel, as a matter of fact. He was actually quite the violin player. Whenever he would play, it would touch, you know, because I love classical music. I'm one of the weirdos in my generation. I love classical music. And because I find classical music hits some of my emotional range that even my old classic rock or even my old 1930s blues music, my Robert Johnson does. And I love Robert Johnson. I love Robert Johnson. Yes. But yeah, so that's the only thing. So that's why I said it's quite ironic that you mentioned tiny violins all around, Meg. He was quite, talk about, hey, I never appreciate, I will never turn down good irony. Me neither. I'm not going to watch him either. I would catch a few of his videos, but I'm good. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you know, in, I guess call it morbid curiosity kind of way. I am interested in seeing how he is going to try to worm his way out of this one. He claims that he's going to come out with something tomorrow. And I would really like to see how he tries to worm his way out of this one, or if he even tries. I don't believe he's going to issue an apology. I really don't think he's going to issue an apology. For those expecting he'll issue an apology, I think you'll be disappointed. I honestly think you'll be disappointed. But I have no doubt that a lot of the drama and commentary channels, reaction channels, that have already covered that have covered Stephanie Soo's story, I have no doubt that they will do a reaction to his response tomorrow. So I'll give one of those channels the view and the support instead, you know? I will. You used to play violin, Kay? Oh, I didn't know you used to play the violin. Oh, wow. I always wanted to learn how to play. I always thought it was a beautiful... Excuse me. I don't smoke enough. Okay, I don't smoke enough. Excuse me. Yeah, I always wanted to learn how to play the violin. Yeah, Kay, I wouldn't put it past him either. I really, this is what Kay says. I really don't think he is going to address anything. He'll put out another video out hinting, I did, I loved it. Yeah, yeah. I think you're right, Kay. I wouldn't put it past him. He'll put out another video hinting. It was kind of like what he did in the past few days, like putting that video up with the title, I'm exposing this YouTuber, something along those lines. And on Orlin's channel, no, which I don't know why he would put it on Orlin's channel, which is a much smaller channel, much smaller subscriber base. It's beyond me. If he was trying to go incognito, I doubt it because it's his mugshot that's on the thumbnail. And then in the pinned comment, it just says her, and then the link, and it takes you straight to his video where he's eating from Carl's Jr. or something. I don't know, some fast food joint that is not available here in Canada. And he's talking all about Trisha Paytas's party and who was there and what everybody would, kind of like a Mr. Mr. Blackwell kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah, to get the views and to get them monetized. Yeah, okay, I can buy that. It is baiting. Yeah, I can buy that. Yeah, I wonder how Orlin would feel. I would wonder how Orlin feels, I mean, I often wonder, how does Orlin feel about, obviously Orlin's caught wind of this now. I don't know if he's put Nick in the doghouse, but I wouldn't blame him if he did. But then again, those two have such a toxic history together that I'm not even going to try to analyze it. I'm not even going to try to figure that out. But except this to say that if I were in Orlin's shoes, I'd be embarrassed. I would be freaking mortified, and I would want to crawl under a rock and never, ever come out of there again. He is always complaining about how he doesn't get enough money, and that is why he keeps making these different channels. Yes, I've heard that too, Kay. He hasn't uploaded anything on his second channel in several months now, so I have a feeling the whole channel got demonetized. I don't know why. And then he said one day he was going to keep the second channel explicitly for tea, for do it like a tea channel, drama channel, but no, he hasn't done anything with it. You look at his social blade, look at his, it's obvious he spends a lot. Like he spends a lot, and not just on the food. What was the mukbang he did with Trailer Trash Tammy? $900 worth of seafood in one sitting, okay? $900 worth of seafood, okay? Again, and all the food that he wastes, when he does a mukbang, all the food that he wastes, it's enough to feed a third world village. To me, even here in Canada, we have, there are provinces that have some of the highest child poverty rates in North America. And, so knowing what I know about that, when I see this, like this waste, this largesse, it completely turns me off. Is it enough to cancel somebody? Bigger minds than mine to decide. But this incident with Stephanie Soo, definitely, he needs to be canceled. He needs to be canceled. Exactly. Honestly, I think he lies too, though it's hard to believe him. Yeah, I would agree. I wouldn't put up with that for an hour. He must be mortified. Yeah, I agree. I think Orlin must be mortified. I would be. I would want to I would want to crawl under, like I said, I would want to crawl under a rock and never, ever, ever come out of there again. Same in Ireland. Kid goes to bed hungry and cold. Yeah, that is sad. That is, and it's for that reason, Meg, that a lot of these mukbangers, let's just say I have a distaste for them because of all the food they waste. There are some who do eat all the food, but even still, it's quite largesse, like these 10,000 calorie challenges, or Trisha Paytas's 100 chicken McNuggets challenges. It's a lot of food. It's a lot of food getting wasted. It's a lot of food. But yeah, again, like I said, the junk food mukbangs, apparently that's where the money is at. That is where the money is at. And it's a sad state of affairs. It is indeed a sad state of affairs. Yeah. So anybody else, if notice we have quite a few viewers, feel free to jump into the welcome. If you're new to Straight Talk and Fedora Chick, welcome. If you've been enjoying the stream, please leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's all engagement to me. But yeah, feel free to jump in the live chat if you've got an opinion or if you've got a question. Yep. Hang on, turning to find. Okay, America. Yes, it touches a nerve in with my partner who came from an impoverished background. America. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure there are others who view them, these mukbangers, others who view them like the largesse, that can't fathom, that honestly can't fathom, this much. Because that money could be better spent to, oh, thank you, Meg. Thank you. Thank you, Kay. Once again, this is where I go once again into the shameless, obnoxious e-begging portion of the show. If anybody wishes to support the channel, I have a PayPal link in the description box. I am looking into trying to get Streamlabs set up. Once again, don't feel pressured. I know it's Christmas and everybody's broke. I will always continue to provide content for you for absolutely free of charge. Because I enjoy talking to all of you. So don't feel pressured. But there is a PayPal link in the description box as well. Once again, as a reminder, I have a new Discord server. If you care to join, it is still a work in progress. It's bare bones, but perfectly functional. After 48 hours, we are 15 members strong. So we're a great gang. If I do say so myself, we have a great group of people. So why don't you stop by the Discord? Thank you, Kay, for dropping the PayPal link. I appreciate that. Yeah. So anyways, the Discord link is also in the description box. So why don't you come and join a great bunch of people? We're open in time for Christmas, where a lot of people, especially including in this community, where Christmas finds no joy with them. And if you need somebody to talk to or to vent, we are there and meet like-minded people, supportive, great supportive, real people, not the dramatic, high flash in the pan people. Yes. Don't be ashamed to ask for help, CK. I will set up a PayPal in the new year and you will be the first to benefit. Oh, Meg, I don't want you to feel pressured. I just put it out there in case anybody wants to support the channel. Like I said, whatever donations I get are reinvested in the channel. And the first thing I got to get is a new video editor. So I can actually go back to doing my voiceover uploads that my audience seems to love so much. But yeah, Meg, don't feel pressured, okay? I understand. I understand your situation. Don't feel pressured. I just put it out there. Yeah. So anyways, back to the Discord server. Like I mentioned, we are 15 members strong after 48 hours. So that is awesome. So yeah, click the link in the description box. Come check us out. Come talk to us. Yep. Come chat with us. If you're alone at Christmas, so a lot of, at least some of us are going to be there, and whereas we can talk, and so you don't need to feel so alone. Yeah. Okay. So what else before I go? Because I'm going to be jumping off this stream shortly. I've said all I have to say on the subject. If anything, I'll be on for a few more minutes. If you have any last remarks or questions about what we were just talking about. Okay. Thank you so much, Meg. So anyways, what was I? Okay, where was I? This is the problem. I always get sidetracked. Okay, yes. So anyways, what else? And so there's the Discord server. Okay, what is coming up? Christmas is in a few days. I do plan to do a live stream either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. However, I also understand Gary over at Bipolar Corner is planning to do a Christmas live stream. I don't know exactly what time he's going on because I really prefer not to compete with him because we have the same audience. So I prefer not to compete with him. So I will work around when he puts up his live stream, so we don't compete with each other, either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I will be doing a live stream, so anybody who's feeling alone or just wants to escape from the usual holiday stressors, it will be an open chat, sort of a virtual Christmas party, if you will, but no decorations. I hate decorating. So that's going to be coming up either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And it'll depend on largely when Gary over at Bipolar Corner puts his up. What else is coming up soon? I will be doing some have requested my predictions for the year 2020 of social media land. Quite a tall order. But yeah, I think it'll be fun to speculate. We can play a speculating game. So that'll come after Christmas, I believe. And on the 29th of December, it will be the 6th anniversary that day when my father passed away in hospital from alcoholism-related illness. So I'd like to do sort of a memoriam, if you will, a memoriam of my father. That will be a live stream on the 29th of December. Again, I don't know what time. And if you have any video suggestion topics, please drop them in the comments below. After I jump off the stream, the comments section will be available to you. Please drop your leave your comments. Also, if you have any other thoughts or questions that I did not address or mention on the Stephanie Soo, Nikocado Avocados, and Zach Choi ASMR, also please feel free to drop that in the comments section below. Once again, in a pinned comment, I will be linking Stephanie Soo's original video as well as Kay's and my live stream from last week, where we talked about all kinds of things under the sun. And yeah, Kay was a great partner in crime for a live stream, and I'm sure we are going to collab again after the holidays. I'm pretty sure of that. Of course, that's it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should have consulted you first, AK. I should have consulted you first. Yeah. But yeah, no, it has. But yeah, but the last time it was so well received. Our collab was so well received that many in the live chat did mention hoping that we would do this again, and we both agreed that we will, but after the holidays or the holiday insanity is done. For something for which I can't wait. I can't wait till it's all over, this madness. Yes. So anyways, like I said, also, if you join our Discord server, which I hope you do, there is a section in there. You could also post, if you have a video suggestion, a topic suggestion for me, feel free to post it there as well as in the comments section below. Yeah. Hey, Amy. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it, Amy. I'm glad you liked it. It's been lovely to join you all. Good night, sweet dreams. Merry Christmas to you, hun, and everyone. P.S. You are awesome. Oh, thank you, Meg. You're awesome, too. I love you, too, Meg. And don't be a stranger, okay? Don't be a stranger here. Yeah. So anyways, I am going to jump off this stream. I've been on for an hour and a half. And like I said, I've said all I need to say on this. The stream in its entirety will be left up for those who either missed it, arrived late, or had to leave early. And so you will catch everything you need. So I will leave you the questions that I posed along in this video that I hope to see in the comment section below. Do any of you believe that Zach Choi could have done better, could have done more to protect his friend Stephanie Soo? Okay, that's what I want. That's you know, please feel free. What say you in the comment section? So please leave a thumbs up on the way out the door if you enjoyed this stream. This holiday season especially, please take care of yourselves and each other. And if there is somebody in your midst who is vulnerable or at risk or alone, I know it's madness for many, but please try to find a couple of hours to go look in on that person. Share a meal, share a coffee, or even just lend a sympathetic ear. It can really make a difference in that person's life. It can make all the difference in the world. So please, after all, Christmas should be about giving rather than holiday party regalia, for lack of a better term. So please. So Yep, I will catch you all in the next one, which should probably either be tomorrow or in the next few days. And I'm not sure what that topic will be, but yep, I'm open to video topic suggestions. So, straight talking Fedora Chick over and out. And have a great evening. And if I don't catch you before Christmas, I wish you all a Merry Christmas and stay safe out there. Bye for now.